All right, here we go. We're going to check out Helium Requiem for a Dream. A bunch of you left comments on my last beatboxing reactions that I needed to check this one out. So that's what we're going to do today. I just over on Patreon right before this, I watched this video. Oh my god. This is D'Lo doing an inward bass versus lip roll, and he's like the person on camera for both. It's kind of funny. He's like look, he's like talking trash to himself as he's doing it. Pretty funny. But anyway, this was a really fascinating study that I did over on my beatboxing adventures over on Patreon. I'm putting up a lot more beatboxing stuff over there. And, you know, I want to provide value for those of you supporting the channel. And also, I can't put up all of the beatboxing stuff that I'm doing right now on YouTube because my channel, the algorithm will say, oh, you're a beatboxing reactor now because I'm putting up a lot of stuff. So that reaction will be up by the time this video airs over on Patreon for those of you supporting the channel. Thanks so much for that. Okay, we're going to get going. Just real quick to tell you, I'm a vocal coach. I have an amazing team of teachers teaching with me here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. If you need a vocal coach out here, hit us up. But if you want online lessons, we do them all over the world. The link's down in the description, okay? All right, so here we go. I want to check out Helium. This is Petr Sarancha, I guess is how you say his name, maybe, right? And also, he said that thanks to Terrace Stannon for the audio processing. So I guess Terrace Stannon did the mix of this. So I guess it's going to be like a studio, probably with some like reverb and effects and stuff like the other Terrace Stannon that I reacted to. Okay, here we go. Let's check this one out. Man, I'm excited to hear him. Here we go. Oh! So clean. Whoa! Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my God. So, okay, I have to just check some. I'm just so curious if he's done like a I really like hearing these studio versions. They're so incredible. But half of what I'm wondering is what would it sound like for him to just have a mic like I have now, just like no stuff on it. I want to hear him just do it. Is there like just a raw live version of this where he's just kind of on his mic without? I'm not seeing it. If anybody knows, if you have a recording of him doing it with like where he's just like a mic like this, how Codfish did his world beatboxing with just like a TLM 102. Well, I guess everybody who does the wildcard entries uses a mic like this. I would love to hear, because I just want to hear, like, sometimes with the effects and stuff, it's hard to know what to expect from yourself when you're trying to learn, because I'm like a newbie trying to figure this stuff out. And so I need to know what I should expect from myself as a beginner, so sometimes I get a little turned around with that stuff, but I still think it's amazing. And I don't think it's anything negative about beatboxing that people are doing this. I just want to know as a student how to make these sounds, basically. So let's go back to the beginning here and let's see if I can sort of decode a little bit of what's happening here. So if I had reverb on my voice right now, it's really what it feels like I'm doing right there. I'm just doing falsetto, but I'm closing the vowel, and it's like, it sounds like he just has a little attack. I wonder what that attack sound is he's doing. It's like a click. How do you do that? But he's doing it very subtly. That's something. I don't know if I'm even close on that. I was seeing Remix doing the sound kind of, and he like almost, I'm wondering, is it more like a whistle? No, it sounds like he's using his voice. There's like a wooden type of percussive tone at the start of that hollow tone. And then the reverb gives it space too, right? Is that like an inward K kind of that he's doing there? It's just so tight. It's so tight. It's kind of like the improver, not improver, which you guys corrected me on. Which improver. Interesting name, right? Okay, then we've got that crazy. So in the with lip rolls, what I've learned is like there's the one where it's like a higher pitched one. It's like boom, boom. You kind of do like, it's more like a quick little rhythmic type of a thing. And then there's and I believe that you just use your tongue for that. And listen, I'm open to any information you guys have. So correct me if I mess up anything I'm talking about here. I'm just trying to figure this out with you all. So I have that one. And then there's the where I make the face like the sad face and turn my jaw to the side. And see, it doesn't have a lot of like nasty on it like some of the guys do that. And I don't know, like I do wonder, let me know if you guys know anything about this, but does the size of your lips have anything to do with your ability to like get lower notes? It would make sense. Like lower voiced people have bigger vocal cords. Higher voiced people have smaller vocal cords. That's an anatomical thing. I would imagine with your lips, it's the same thing. The bigger your lips are, the more you have to vibrate at a lower pitch. I wonder about that. Has anyone ever talked about that before in the beatboxing community? If so, let me know. I'd like, I'm kind of academically deep diving on this here. I'm almost down on the note kind of, but I don't have the substance to it. And part of it too, like I was messing around with GarageBand, you can add a lot of bass. You can make your low lip roll sound lower if you just turn up the EQ in like the 70, 80 hertz range. And I wonder how much, like in the audio processing stuff, like that Terrence Stanton did on this, how much did he enhance the lows with EQ combined with a reverb that also reverberates the low frequencies a lot, you know? I can get the woolly air sound. I guess that's called a sub bass, like when you don't have it, when it doesn't have that nasty spitty tone on it, right? I can almost get to the note he's doing, but it just doesn't have the substance. I don't know. Is that an inward sound? I don't know how he did that one. When he goes a whatever that note is up there, he hits the same note every time. He's up in the same note every time. His pitch control of his low lip roll too is so good. This is all like new that I can get that air. Proximity to the mic has a big impact too on how much of the depth it brings into the tone. When you're back here, you don't have as much proximity effect, and as you get closer, there's like a distance where I think it makes it even deeper sounding. Can't get. Look at how chill his face is. He's just like, he's like, whatever. This isn't hard. When I've done like the little things, like my little pattern that I picked up from Remix, when I first did like a phone recording of myself doing it, my face was like I had a look on my face like I was about to get hit by a car or something. It was like, it's like a, is that what, that was inward, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell what's inward and outward when you look at somebody, you know? And I have to say, over the last week or so of my beatboxing study, that's been one of the most interesting things has been, like, you know, you have to map, if you're going to try to do a perpetual type of a loop, you've got to be breathing at some point, you know? So like doing the thing, the remix, he had some tech patterns in a tutorial that he did, and as I was breaking them down, that was one of the most interesting things was the like the outward K, inward K is like a way that you can sneak a breath. And what I was messing up in the beginning was I was sucking in too much air on my inward K, so that I kept, but after doing it like a few times, I was so full of air I couldn't keep going. So I had to get enough air out on my outward K so that it matched my inward K's intake of air. So such weird things you have to think about as a beatboxer that you don't as a singer. I don't have to think about where to build breathe in sounds in my phrasing exactly. Well, in singing you kind of do, like where you breathe, but it's not like that, you know? It's not like making a sound with your breath in. I really like that sound that he does there. It almost had like a TS in it. Instead of a... Maybe that's like an inward hi-hat instead of an inward snare if you do it with the TS. Is that right? Am I just making that up? That I don't have a ton of control of my throat bass yet. I have moments where I get it really nasty sounding with like, like I can get that bright buzz in it sometimes, but it takes me a while to get there. Like, I don't get how you can get into your throat bass sound as fast and get out of it as Improver does and as he does and everybody who's like one of these beatboxers. I don't get that because usually it takes me like a second to get through the gunk. See, like that. I was getting better last week. I haven't been doing throat bass as much. Oh, by the way, one thing I've been working on this week, I was watching a video on the sucker punch sound. Shit, I can't do it. Oh. It's like, no, they're watching. Wait, hold on, let me try. Is that it? Is that close to that? It's kind of like the scratching, like DJ scratching sounds, I think. Anyway, I'm tangenting here. Sorry. See how bright that throat bass got on that E vowel? He's kind of doing something. Shit. I lost it. So he was making that sound with his mouth while keeping the throat bass going. Something I was noticing was helping me with that a little bit was being able to get my throat bass going when I'm humming. See, he's really low. I think, what is he down on, like a G? Oh, he's on an F sharp. Yeah, my throat bass range is like A flat to C flat or A flat to C natural. So when it's like lower than that, I have a hard time getting it going. If you're good at throat bass, did you find that your range of pitch that you can do throat bass in expanded the more you did it? Or do you feel like that's a locked-in anatomical based on the size of your arytenoids type of a thing? If you know, let me know down in the comments, please. Shit. Maybe those are inward. Could it be that those are inward, maybe? That's outward. I can't do it quietly like he does if I go in. I don't know. His pitch accuracy is so insane. I wonder if Terrace did any tweaking of that in the software. That's kind of why I want to hear it a little bit, like just a raw vocal, just to hear, how accurate his pitch is. Because if you listen to the Wing Dopamine from the studio one to the one where he was doing it live at some show, like it's a TV show, you'll notice his pitch accuracy was better in the studio one than it was in the live one. There were sometimes he dropped down low and his voice went slightly lower than the pitch he was going for. And I wonder if in the studio ones, if they are doing a little bit of pitch correction. I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing, adding reverb and, cleaning things up. I think about this as a different medium than the live raw beatboxing. But again, as a student, I like hearing it live and raw because then I know, oh, that's what it's supposed to sound like. You know what I mean? It's so cool. So you notice in the if you were listening to this with headphones, there was a like it panned from left to right on this sound right here. Right there. I think it's inward. No. No, that was out. Was that... So was that a inward bass? Was that a vibration bass down there? It sounded lower than throat bass, right? Wow. By the way, there's like panning, like that. Those sounds, you know, some of the effects processing they do, there was like some of the upper frequency sounds were being panned left and right in some sort of effect there. So, you know, there is a lot going on to make this sound the way that it sounds right now, outside of what the artists are doing. Just be mindful of that when you listen, like, because listen to we've got really some stereo things happening here. But look, he's got one mic, so there's not the stereo effects that are put in. The sounds that we're hearing have to be added effects, right? How'd you get that low? How'd you get that low? Wow, wait, there's another one. God, I could just keep going. Is that still him? Wow, that was really good. So what are his like most here, let me see. What are his like most popular? So Requiem from a Dream from a year ago was like his biggest one. Drum and bass. Oh, here's a drum.
Yo, hello, my name is Helium, and this is my wildcard for GBB.
By the way, that mic sound
2020. Let's go.
Notice the amount when he was talking. Listen to the bass in my voice right now in the microphone, and then listen to and notice how the mic is not. It's not enhancing it.
Card for GBB 2020.
Are you allowed to have the EQ up a little bit on your GBB, like you turn up the bass so that your low notes have a little more substance? Is that something that they allow you to do in Wildcard or not? I'm curious.
20. Let's go.
What?
Real drum and bass.
Oh my God. Wow.
Go drum and bass.
Oh, that was good. That's amazing. What's that called? Oh, that's an inward. That had to be an inward bass, right? That kind of had an inward bass sound to it, I think. Oh my God. Wow. So that one was 2020. So that was 5 years ago. And the one we just watched before was 1 year ago. Man, he's good. So it feels like this is the thing. Like you got to do your world beatboxing competition entry, your wild cards. You've got to do your studio produced ones with all the big spatial stuff happening. Like I get it. I see what this. And then you have to like have a big personality, and you have to, or maybe not. I don't know. I know Remix does, but maybe these guys seem a little more laid back and chill. Remix is so much fun. He's such a great social media guy. I've had a blast getting to know him so far in this, and that, I'm just starting on this. So, all right, I'm rambling. I feel like I could just spend all of my time hanging with you guys. More to come. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you think I should check out next down in the comments. All right, I'll see you soon. Cheers.